Game Changers, we are back from the break and we are joined by the one and only owner and founder of 5-Star Carwash, Mr. Thulani Msimango. Mr. Msimango, how are you?
I'm okay, sir. How are you?
I'm awesome, thanks.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate your time, on such a busy day.
Yes.
And we're happy to have you here.
Thank you so much, man.
Mokasi Game Changers.
Thank you so much, boss.
Before we even get into everything,
well, when I was a kid, I used to wash a car for my dad. Yeah, my dad was one of the squad guys at Water. Water, it was Veteran Taxi Association.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's called Water. When my father was a squadman, I used to wash his car when I was still about 8-9 years old. My father's friend, Mr. Boy Richard Mkunu, he's the one who made me to be who I am today, because I used to wash his cars and his friends' cars. Mr. Menzi Mkunu, Kanyimba's dad, I used to wash his car as well. All of the old guys, I used to wash their cars when they visited Mr. Mkunu. So that's why, way back. And I'm 49 years old now. Awesome. I wash cars since I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now can you imagine, that's what, almost 40 years worth of experience?
Well, I'm 23 years in this building, as you see it like this. It didn't start like this, but it's 23 years old now. The one in Naturena, it's about 16 years old.
There's two?
There's two, there was 3 of them. There was another one in Santin, but I didn't manage to make that one to be sustainable because of the things, how the things went, people didn't have money and I didn't get much support for the one in Santin. So unfortunately, with the COVID situation, I had to close the one in Santin and I'm only left with the 2 branches now, which is the one in Soweto and the one in Naturena.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I believe, Mr. Msimango, that you are bringing in the finest in each one of the car washes.
Well, we're trying, that's why we called it 5-Star Carwash, because we want you to be as happy as you can if you are at our branch. Sometimes we do try to give our customers a cup of tea. We do try to give our customers a glass of juice whilst they're waiting for their cars. As you can see, we now have a butcher in the center. We're washing sneakers in the center. We have a saloon in the center. So we're growing.
It's an operational
Exactly. We have a pharmacy in the center. People come and do their nails in the center whilst you're waiting for your car. So we're trying by all means to make it as perfect as possible.
I just want to touch on employing abantu basekas,
Yes. Yes.
The importance of that, because so many of us mokasi, the youth especially, the young youth, are so affected by Nyaupe and they are taken by the streets.
Yes.
For you to be employing our young people, how do you feel?
Taking those children off the street and making them forget about the drugs and Nyaupe and all those things, it makes me feel very well. Some of them, they were standing there by the robots and asking us for money. And I give them, a job to come and wipe the floor and come and learn how to wash the car. It's the easiest job you can do, but at least it makes them get salary at the end of the month. They get paid. They can buy themselves sneakers. They can buy themselves food without asking anyone. And it makes me feel good. At the moment we employ 80 people. So I'm very much happy in making a difference of 80 people, sustainable.
You've got 80 people under
80, yes,
and
100%.
And they say the more employed, the harder it is, or should I say the more challenging it is to run the business, because now you need to diversify and continue growing. How have you been finding that with so many people under your wing?
Sometimes others, when they get paid, they don't come to work the following day. So you have to know all of these things. You have to know how to take care of those things. You have to always try by all means to be as calm as possible, to make a change in those people's life. Sometimes others, when they get a better job, they just leave their job washing cars is just the lowest job you can do as a person. But after some time, they realize that it was at least sustainable, because they get something better, but not sustainable. So they have to come back and say, boss, please, I need my job back. And you still have to think about them. Others are from prison. We also accommodate those people who are from prison. We give them a job. It doesn't mean that when you have been in a prison,
your life is over.
Your life is over. It doesn't mean that. I mean, we still have to think for those people.
They're still people.
They're still people at the end of, with criminal records. But 5 Star do accommodate all of those people,
Mr. Msimango, you've said some touching stuff there,
Thank you so much.
I don't want to cut you off,
Yes.
But because of time, of course, we cannot extend.
Yes.
But in final, for those who are watching, conclude.
Yes.
What words of encouragement do you have for those that want to start businesses and run them, and how can you inspire those young people?
Look, it's not easy, but it is possible. I did it. Without matric, I did it. I'm not saying it's fine not going to school. I'm not saying that. You have to go to school. It's gonna make life much more better. But I did it. It's possible, and it's sustainable. There's a girl who works here. She has an 18-year-old child that she was pregnant while she was working here. That means that person, it's almost 19 or 20 years old working at this company. And I'm happy for that. And we're also gonna sponsor their children to go to tertiary, because they did matric now. 5 Star is able to sponsor those children.
That's a great thing.
To go to tertiary.
That's some life-changing stuff, right?
Exactly.
That's beautiful.
Because there's nothing else I can do for that particular person, or for those few that I've been with for those many years. So I have to put a hand into their children as well.
Mr. Thulani, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for your words of encouragement.
Yes.
We wish you and your business the best, and we appreciate businesses like yours.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you coming here, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Wow. Game changers. It's been amazing. It's been fundamental. I mean, wow, what a guy. Michelle has learned a lot, Liena, from 5 Star Carwash. I believe she's got the tools to move forward now, but Never Msimango will continue mentoring her along the way. And I also believe the 5 Star Carwash is the way to go for most of these businesses, Carwash, to be inspired and to learn a lot from the gentleman today. Now, if you're watching Kochaye, you know we've reached the end of the episode, and we never leave you without saying the one and only, we are.